think we should do a documentary about fucking
workplace. Hey, the mics are on, Mike.
The mic is on.
I hope they didn't hear you.
I don't care.
They were.
And we're live in the morning.
And God knows
are we live everywhere?
Mikey is a wussy.
I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Because, man, I posted the trailer to the movie that Danny and I are in.
Yes.
And you didn't even watch it.
I watched like 46 seconds of it.
Oh, well, thanks, boss.
It was a trailer to a movie.
I know, and I'm in it, and Danny's in it,
and then he makes me watch it because he starts whining to the point that I said, "Okay, let's watch it." So I put.
Oh my God! You see how he just downplayed that stuff?
So I put another Casey and the Sunshine Band on, so you guys, so we went 5 minutes over, so I could watch a trailer to a movie. And what's sad, I will admit, is when I got to this part where they started throwing rocks at this big truck. I said, cool. And I clicked it off yesterday. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is right when I clicked off, if I would have waited a split of a second, you would have seen Militarymike in this trailer.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And Danny.
And Danny. So he's yelling at me, you didn't watch it. That's right. I did. He's like, well, I'm in it. Well, you didn't tell me you were in it. You just sent me a link, told me to watch it. So I watched it.
2.5 minute trailer. And Scotty's like, well, you didn't tell me to watch the whole thing.
You didn't tell me to watch to a minute and 24 seconds.
Yeah, I was about to say, because he did say that, because it says this is a preview of the movie Danny and I are in.
That's all it said.
Yeah. Well,
but you didn't say
it doesn't say watch 40 seconds of it.
Well, it didn't say to watch a minute of it either. It didn't say watch till you see me and Danny.
Hey, I don't.
It didn't say watch the complete video.
I know what Bravo Foxtrot means.
So, yeah. You didn't say watch the whole trailer. I'm in it.
Oh, you guys that are
last time you told me you was in a last time you said you was in a trailer, I thought you were out back. I didn't know where you were.
Well, y'all remember when I had to miss a couple shows to go downtown. I went through the cast.
Yeah, I mean, we know all that, Mike. But you never once said you're in the trailer.
I thought it was something that Channel 11 was doing.
I guess that's because that's me sitting in the studio at 11 Alive, me and Danny, different times. But some of the other footage and stuff like that's not at 11 Alive. It's all over. Now, I guess the stuff that I did for the casting, I don't even know. They never got back with me about what the movie's called or anything. I was just standing around. I mean, I tell you what, as a retired guy, anybody who's retired and says they can't make money, BS. There are scouting companies out there because there's so many movies being made in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You can get paid, get this, and it takes 10 seconds to get signed up. You can get paid $64 minimum a day. You do that 5 days a week. That's $350 cash. If you have to bring your vehicle to be somebody sitting in a vehicle or driving, extra $25.
Yep, for the use of your vehicle.
If you wear your own clothes or
can't use Stephanie's because they'd never be able to get in the back door.
It's crazy, man.
Hey, shut up! That sounded so bad. But the back door's kind of.
When it comes to her Uber, her Goober, or her prostitution, just know the back door's closed.
What'd you say, Steph?
The back door's kind of fixed.
Okay, that's enough of that. I used Uber yesterday. It was a freaking worst service I've ever had. Freaking stupid Uber.
All the driver was asking you to do was get in the rear passenger seat.
There's a child seat back there.
I was putting a child in the back of the van. You.
Alrighty then.
So, Steph, you just quit talking completely. You've checked out.
No.
I need you to not play with your phone while you're on a microphone because you apparently leave the universe.
Apparently, your phone challenged.
She went back to Uranus.
Microphone, telephone.
So go ahead, explain.
Dictaphone.
What about my van?
No, why you just checked out there for a second?
Because I had a message.
We could tell. That's the phone that you were playing with. Gee whiz, Wally, tell us something else we don't know.
I got a message from Hillary Clinton said stop dogging her out.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. I got you now, Danny.
Okay.
Danny told me what Charlie Foxtrot means, by the way. Cluster F.
Oh,
okay,
cool.
Cool. I didn't know that. That must be new school stuff. I need
that must be Army stuff that you're unaware of.
I need to pick on Danny for a minute.
Hop along? That Danny?
Captain Clumsy.
Oh my God!
Have you
I
seen
thought
her
I was the guy that could
You
find anything.
You didn't see the pictures of her legs?
She is more clumsy challenged than me.
Than
Let me tell you
Scotty.
how bad my clumsiness is. I'm cursed. So me and Buddha and Jeff Matthias were at a motorcycle shop. Buddha goes, man, look at these clearance gloves. And they're really like $69.99 being cleared for like $24.95. So Buddha like snatches them up and goes shoving his hands in there. He's like, man, I like these. I grabbed this really nice glove, right? It's a pair of gloves, but I'm holding it with my right hand. I go to slide my left hand in. As I'm sliding my hands in, my pinky gets in the glove, and there's a piece of plastic inside the glove that wedges between my fingernail and my finger. And these are riding gloves, which means they're tight. So once it was in there, it was in there. And I'm screaming, and Buddha's going, what the hell are you doing? I said, there's something in my glove. He goes, only you. And he says, you're kidding me, right? And I said, no. And I flipped the glove inside out, and there was a broke piece of plastic.
Yeah, baby. Up underneath the fingernail?
That looked like it was from one of the holders that hang it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was inside there, and it was about the size of a half of a penny. You know what I mean? Like a penny broke off. Oh, yeah. Went right directly under the fingernail.
Did it get between, really between the nail and the flesh?
I mean, right there.
Man,
you might as well have had me in a concentration camp shoving bamboo under my fingernail. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
I tell you what, if you really want to get somebody and you ain't got time for all that, you grab their hand and you take a pair of wire dikes, and all you got to do is on their pinky, just cut a slit in the middle of that nail and finger. Excruciating.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. It's weird.
Well, damn, take a pencil and some pencil lead and just start poking right under the fingernail.
Here we go again with the pencil lead. It's graphite. It's not lead.
It's got a point on it, jackass. That's all I was saying.
What's your point of calling me names? I swear, I'm going to go off about the trailer again. I was all okay.
You are such a wuss.
Now you're going to bring
back
the trailer and the bad Uber service.
If you wanted me to watch the trailer, you should have said, I'm in this at 49 seconds.
Didn't I say?
Don't turn off.
I said Danny and I were in the trailer. Okay.
No. You said Danny and I are in the movie. Okay. You never said you was in the trailer.
You know it's going to come back to haunt you, right?
How?
Because you're going to say, watch this. And I'm going to say, at what part? Steph.
Yes.
I don't.
So he never said the part to
watch. Variable speed. I don't know if it's broken. It should be. Because, like I was looking
it should be. Yeah. Can you rephrase that?
It should be. Because
she probably wishes it was.
Let me tell you something. The picture I saw was kind of at an angle, and I was showing it to Scotty. Scotty's like, you haven't seen the other one. He shows me a picture like straight down her leg, and it looks like a baseball off the side of it, and it's starting to discolor.
Ooh, what did she do?
She's just being Captain.
Look, and little Richard says, look at this. I did this yesterday.
She drinks a lot.
Holy cow, little Richard, what is that?
Oh, don't show me. Oh, you got a boo-boo on your finger. Did he really just
is that one of them? Is that one of them pinches where you pinch it and it's a blood blister and then you have to pop it?
Oh my God. He really just sent us a photo.
Well, we were talking about pinkies.
His finger with a band. I'm talking about lacerating the hand like open to the bone. And he's sending a picture. You got some sissy friends. Not to mention they all got weird names, but they are sissies.
Oh, yeah. He peeled it back. Look.
Oh, boo-boo got
Wait a minute. Let's get this right.
Whatever.
He says it's all the way to the bone.
Oh, let's see the bone now.
Wait, let's get this right, mister.
That's okay.
You didn't watch the trailer till you saw my ugly face. Oh, my God. Mike.
What?
I was making fun of you crying.
I know. I wasn't listening to you.
I know.
I'm not going to be part of a hostile work environment.
So how'd you like your rub down yesterday?
I'm sore as a you-know-what today.
Dude, I was watching the video that we did, and I saw where I rolled the window down. I'm like,
that was so funny.
Did I just roll the window down?
He has the camera.
And thank God it didn't fall out of the car. Wouldn't that have been stupid?
Steph, he's got the mount on the window so both of us can be in there. If that's so Richard, I don't want to hear him crying.
Just for fun. It is, it's little Richard.
You hear that laugh?
Oh, Lord.
Well, before we get into your sad pinky story, Variable Speed just wants everybody to know that she tripped over a landmine. So okay, she's
Jeff Matthias just said, Y'all, I have a serious problem.
No, here.
He said, I just cut my tongue licking a stamp.
Yeah.
That stuff hurts too when you do it, you know.
Tell them to do it with Robitussin, and they'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie, there's a big difference between getting a paper cut, licking a stamp, and you getting your tongue hung on a zipper. It's totally different.
Oh
I
my
don't get
God.
my tongue stuck in a zipper. Jeez.
That was a little over the edge, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a rough edge.
You should have said something like she was licking a rolling paper and got a cut on her tongue. See? That's funny. What you said was mean, dude.
How
You
is
have
that
anger
mean?
issues. You don't you?
You know what's
You got
mean?
anger management
What's
issues, don't
mean
you?
is that you're insisting that she uses rolling paper.
No, I didn't.
I
It's
used to
too-
smoke cigarettes.
It's 2016, dude.
Yeah.
She's got a crack pipe.
Well, see, here we are.
No, that's called a bowl. It's not a crack
man.
pipe.
Freaking
There's
they're
a difference.
bombs now, dude. Catch up. Stop trying to buy your
Hey,
stop trying to buy your
technically,
paraphernalia at the convenience store. Go to a real head shop.
Yeah, those little roses that you
on
buy
the
at
legal
the.
side of it, it's called a hookah pipe. Come on now, on the legal side.
Okay, look,
Raven said I cut my face a little bit shaving.
every hookah
Look,
pipe I've
he
ever
said I
seen.
cut my face a little bit
Now-
shaving.
Whoever did that, apparently she did that using just household stuff. Y'all know that, right?
Who?
The young lady that did that special effects. It's one of our listeners' daughters.
Huh?
Well, interesting.
You're talking about
One of-
Ashley's daughter, aren't you?
Right.
No, this is from a couple. That picture
Yeah,
was from a couple
that's
years
from
back.
a
Oh, okay.
yeah. When,
Sorry, I thought
when
that.
he
Yeah, they're doing a haunted house.
Yeah, she did.
Ashley
all the
Skinner's
special effects.
daughter. Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
so
that's
talking about
pretty
special
cool stuff
effects,
that they.
how you doing there, little person?
I'm doing pretty good now. Yesterday I was picking up a 6x6 piece of wood that was about 24 inches long, and I was slinging them up on the back of the forklift. So I
Wait,
could-
24 inches and slinging in the same sentence,
stop,
dude. You need to.
Stop. 6x6,
Alrighty.
Yep.
24 inches long. Okay, this thing's like as big as my monster can. What, you're having trouble with this?
No, I was just picking them up and slinging them on the back of the forklift. And it's just, I'd done 2 or 3 of them already. And
Hold, please.
the last one that I did-
Hold, please. I got to play this for little Richard. Can you hear that?
All right. Oh, here they come. Here they come.
Here comes little Richard. He's the middle guy.
He's the middle guy, definitely.
Holding a lollipop.
We represent the lollipop kill, the lollipop kill, the lollipop kill.
Why are they twitching?
Crack.
Lollipop kill.
Meth.
Did
you see his teeth? Sorry.
Wow. He still knows the words to the song. Good.
I mean, you know, he was in the remake.
My English teacher in high school, Miss Pronte, she was one of the women on there. She was, she was
cool.
a little person on there, and she just passed a couple of years ago. I think about 2 years ago.
Oh, man. Hey, little Richard, plug the event that we're doing with you guys at the end of the month. Because we're doing it so different, I don't know anything.
Well,
I just know I'm supposed to show up.
and it's all miniature. You're like Gulliver.
Maybe we need to talk more.
I hear you. It's called the Riding Cruise for Kids. It's going to be at the Noonan Fairgrounds, and it's going to be a lot bigger this year than it has been the last 5. And it's going to be huge. It's all about the fragile kids. And the Fragile Kids Foundation is the ones that are sponsoring it, and or they'll get all the benefits from it, so they can provide the equipment and whatnot for special needs children, and everything's good with everything that everybody needs and insurance won't cover.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
really.
cool. Now, I know, I'm assuming Rich has got everybody involved as far as the band, so I need to figure out who's bringing what and what time to be there and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And
Real quick,
Yeah.
just to throw back at the pitching the 6x6s. The connection was from the rollover protection, which is the ROPS of the fork truck, and the 6x6. They made connection, and my pinky was in between them with the glove on, and it ripped my pinky open
ooh,
between the two.
so you
Even inside
pinched
the
it.
glove.
I don't have a clue
Yeah,
what
that
you
was a
just said.
pinch.
Wow, man, that's got to hurt.
Not a damn
hurt.
clue. I don't
That
have a
has
clue
got
what he
to
said.
hurt.
I don't have a clue what he just
It
said.
hurts a little, but I'm okay.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're okay because you could have lost a finger.
Yeah, of course it's.
I mean,
gonna hurt.
realistically, whiny ass Mike over here, but realistically, you could have lost a finger.
Oh
yeah. And being down here by myself, you should have seen me running around trying to figure out where the Band-Aids were and where.
Yes.
Oh my God.
See?
Yeah.
And I was just having that talk because me and Crystal, anniversary, were wanting to go ride. And I said that I don't really like riding one bike in the mountains because if something was to happen, you kind of want. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, but isn't that what makes it fun and exciting?
Playing Russian roulette much? I mean,
a couple times. I didn't get that much out of it because the rules are not clear on Russian roulette.
So we're living dangerous tonight. When we play our Russian roulette, we're not going to use hollow points.
Well, no.
I mean,
see, here's the thing with Russian roulette. You got two people. You place your bets. Now, do you spin the cylinder after every time? Or do you?
I think so.
I go click. You go
it's
click,
more.
I go click because then the odds are going to drastically.
I was going to say it's more daring to not spin the cylinder.
I don't think you spin the cylinder, but
I don't think you're supposed to spin the cylinder,
obviously,
because then it's going to get down to after we get 5 shots. If somebody or 4 shots, somebody's next.
Yeah.
You spin it one time and set the gun down.
Now I'm thinking that's the way.
And then pick it up.
We played a little bit different, but we used to let prisoners go and then we'd shoot at them from. Oh, wait!
Shut up!
Whoops.
This is as bad as this dumbass sitting in my van yesterday, not realizing the camera was running. He picks up the squeeze ball and it's got a pinhole in it, so it starts spraying a little bit of sand.
Why do you keep it?
I just haven't tossed it yet. And Mike's like, let's throw this in a car. And I'm like, the video's running, Mike.
I think that I should be warned.
Mike's like, let's throw it at something. No, Mike.
When Uber showed up.
When I get home every day, I just forget to throw it in the garbage.
Oh, my God. Just wing it at a sign or something.
What if I want to chunk it at somebody in a parking lot?
Well, here before long, it's just going to be like a purple used condom.
It's going to look like you're nuts.
How do you know?
My Lord.
How do you know what my testicles?
I don't know what's scarier, the fact that could look like his nut, or the fact that you know what his nut looks like.
Well, you know what they smell like, little person.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, I hear you. Elevators always feel different to me.
Come on, give me a Shaggy. It's either Shaggy or Scooby.
What?
Scooby, give me a Scooby.
Oh boy, I don't know.
No, the laugh. Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah. You know the laugh that you do, and you say, "I laugh like Scooby." What the hell is wrong with your friend, Scotty?
Hey,
see, he knows how to do it. I try to segue your friends, and they're so dumb they don't even get it. Jeff, what about the Robitussin? What about it? Oh boy. Little person, what about the laugh like Scooby? What do you mean?
I just got meth mouth lives matter.
No, they don't. Not anymore. All right, I'm just picking.
If meth heads could afford dentists, they would keep them in a lot of business.
Yeah.
But it's kind of an oxymoron.
Okay.
Or just really oxy
or just morons.
and morons.
I don't really know a lot about that drug. I've never really been around that.
Which
drug.
one?
Meth.
Oh man.
I mean, all I know about meth, I learned from Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna lie. And some,
we knew a girl that was addicted to pain pills, and then started eating oxy, and then oxy was like a time release, and you could take one, last all day, that sort of thing. Then it got to the point where she was cutting them up, snorting them. I'm just like, God,
why would you do that? I mean, I know why I did.
And I mean, it's like I knew her. I didn't really know her like that, but some people I knew were trying to help her get off.
Yeah.
And when they started telling us about walking downstairs, like they moved her into their house to kind of help her get her life straight. And they walked downstairs one time and saw her like face down on a toilet seat, snorting. Because she was pretending to be in the bathroom. Well, they didn't know that that's what she was doing at the time. So they just walk around and there she is snorting a line right off the toilet seat.
Well, I mean, since we're talking about that, do you get involved?
And
when do you get involved? It's family members.
Man, I don't know, dude. It's every time I've ever tried to help somebody, even though I feel compelled to help, I end up getting sucked in and go, God, man. But how do you not get involved?
Right.
Yeah.
I've had a couple friends that were, in fact, one just recently that I tried. And then eventually I just got to the end of my rope. And Scotty read the text message yesterday. It was horrible. My text message was horrible, but it's the fact of it is if you choose alcohol over everything, if you choose pills over everything, and you just continuously make these bad decisions, I don't know. I've never really helped anybody where they stopped other than bringing somebody to.
Well, when I used to love
rehab,
vodka, Mike was making a joke yesterday about the little travel size vodka bottles and how stupid it was. Why would you waste your money on these when you could just buy a big bottle? I went, because the little bottle you can drink and not have to worry about getting busted for open container. And he just looked at me. I went, I could chug one, throw it out the window instead of riding around with a fifth of vodka with an open seal that I could get arrested for.
Yeah.
I could take a drink, guzzle it, toss it. I could sneak it in the Golden Corral and pour it in my orange juice for my breakfast. I mean, the travel bottles for a real alcoholic, travel bottles is the way to go.
Well, this one particular young lady, she was coming over to the house. We're just, doing some stuff, cooking dinner, junk like that. As soon as she walked through the door, I smelled it. And she goes, oh, I just had one of those little minis. As the night progressed, I found out there was about, she drank about 3 of those little minis and then was having drinks at the house. And it's too late to try to reason with somebody once they're under the influence of drugs. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Who are you fighting with?
Who knows?
I mean, it's like when and here's a great example. Me and Emmy and Crystal and Zaylee were sitting somewhere eating, and Zaylee goes, my daddy. Emmy goes, my daddy. And Zaylee goes, no, my daddy. And Emmy goes, no, my daddy first. And I looked at Emmy. I said, you do realize you're arguing with a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Here's the point. You're arguing with a drunk. You might as well be arguing with the 2-year-old.
Yeah.
You get my point? I mean, you're not going to win because there's no win. Well, you're arguing with a drunk. There's no win. Who do you get to brag to? Ha! I beat you in that conversation. You're bragging it to the drunk person.
I mean, that's what I tell my bouncers at the club. I'd go, if this guy beats you in a fight, in a conversation, anything, I'm going to fire you because
Jeff said you can't get busted for robotussing, which is true, which is why Little Wayne, there's been that big stink about Little Wayne walking around with a Yeti full of Coca-Cola and robotussin.
It just doesn't taste that good.
Well, it's like Jaeger. People drink Jaeger bombs all the time.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Robitussin and Red Bull. I say we do the Robitussin Red Bull challenge. I challenge you to Robitussin and Red Bull, sir.
Yeah. I'll hold back on that one.
It probably wouldn't taste that much different.
It probably wouldn't. Jeff, bring me over your cup. Let me take a sip.
Stained with it. No, okay, so you can't deal with them when they're under the influence, and you can't deal with them when they're looking for it.
My problem is I've been around doing the DJ thing, working in bars,
right?
Being around drunks and dealing with drunks that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like I don't know you, and you're drunk and obnoxious, and I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
Then the ones I don't like you're drunk and obnoxious. So we went from people I don't know drunk obnoxious to people I do know that's drunk and obnoxious. I've got to where I have a 0 tolerance for drunks.
There you go.
When you get to stumbling down laughing, that's one thing. When you get to aggravating, complaining, I don't listen to complaining. When you're drunk and babbling, I have no sympathy for you. I don't want to hear it. Please take your Chinese talking stuff somewhere else.
Well, isn't it true though?
Play me that song. What song?
Well, I was about to say a DJ would get.
I want that song. Yeah. What song? And I can't hear you anyway because the music's playing. You know what? No, I don't know. What song?
That new song.
That one that's on 9. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. You know the one goes, what did you say? You know what song? What song?
Mm-hmm.
What did you just say? Yeah, that one. Dude, write it down. And then they're drunk and I can't read what they wrote anyways. I just got to where I just can't stand it.
Yep.
Hey, I'm going to go back to listening. I got
all right, man.
Yeah, go back.
All right, see you later. This little piggy went to the market and this one stayed home and this one got trapped in a forklift and went, all the way to the first aid kit.
Yeah, because he couldn't find it. Whatever.
Ew.
All right. I can't tell if Rich Archer's listening. You know, he's such a great manager. I've already asked twice. Are you listening? Are you listening? I had a video I was going to play.
Is he listening?
He had to listen. He had to listen to the 2 minute 53 seconds of it, Mike.
Of the trailer?
Anyways, anybody got anything while I wait on Rich Archer to text me or call me? Because if he was listening, then he would probably have already answered me.
Well, the reason why I'm kind of asking these questions is
Which one are you asking?
I'm talking about being the addictions or the obsessions.
Okay, get to your you're going to try to be serious in the show.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking about. I'm talking to that doctor. Okay, she's working on her PhD, and she's going to be helping veterans. And it's kind of like I keep asking her because she wants to open up like a clinic. Yes. So all the homeless vets, you know what it's like dealing with homeless people.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to follow you somewhere. They don't want to go and get, a place to stay and junk and food. They'll do the food thing when they're damn hungry.
Yes.
But then they just want to go back to their box or wherever. Seriously. There are some, I'm sure there's a small percentage, but for the most part, and she keeps saying, oh, she's going to open up doors and just be flooded with one. They don't have any money. So it's all going to have to be government, which she'll never get the government grants.
No.
The next thing is I'm trying to explain to her that, have you gone out and talked to these people? And she's like, no. And I'm like, come on. I said, come on, we can start small and work up big.
Yeah, man.
With just for fun. Cause I mean, we haven't done it. Well, it's been about 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Cause there was a big tangle.
Well, a lot of them moved. Let's word it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
relocated.
I remember, remember 285 over there by like Camp Creek Parkway, Martin Luther King, and remember it cutting back towards Atlanta on I-20, that interchange right there. You remember that big? It's not the spaghetti, but that interchange was.
What do they called it? Tent City.
Yeah,
or something
man.
Yeah,
like
they had
that?
it for a while. How about this? I went to go pee at the pavilion the other day, and the door was locked to the bathroom, and I'm like, why is the damn door locked? I mean, it's a public bathroom. They go, oh, well, they had to start locking it when an event ain't happening. I went, that's stupid. It's a public restroom, and you have a little park right here that's a city little park where I'm supposed to be able to come and eat a sandwich and hang out, look at the fish in the pond, but I can't use the public restroom. They said, well, the homeless people kept going in there. And I went, and what were they doing? And they went, well, one particular time they started a fire to stay warm. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
Alrighty.
Here's the thing. I understand there's homeless, and dude, we've helped them. I got it. I understand it. But at the same time, the homeless have got to have a little bit of coof. Like, the bathroom was there. You could use it to wash off, use the bathroom, not start a fire. You've now ruined it for you, as well as the other homeless people, as well as the regular citizens.
Yeah, but I don't think that's even a consideration. I don't think they think about that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of the ones that we were in touch with, what we were trying to explain to people is a lot of them have mental issues.
Yeah.
So, and that's just a whole big thing. Okay. So Rich, hold on. Rich says he's listening. Let me play this video real quick. There's a part of the video that he needs to hear.
Okay.
EBC, HPV. I always say PVC every time I say that's the wrong video, so hang tight.
That's when you started talking about cancer being transferred.
It's a virus that can cause cancer.
Oh my God. Body fluids
HPV?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Mike wanted to argue with me.
You think?
Yeah, it can cause cancer.
You know why I wanted to argue with him?
Tried to tell you.
You know why I had to argue with him?
No.
Because he didn't watch the video. You see what I'm saying? If I got
that was yesterday, dude.
That was for him to watch the video, the trailer of the movie.
Shut up.
Danny and I. Like what?
Okay, for instance, that.
Am I eating?
Virus thingy.
Chlamydia?
No. Okay, so that was the video.
Come on, that was funny.
Hold on.
Man.
Rich Archer, my manager, should pay for it. Okay, here we go. Rich Archer, this is for you.
He said that PTSD. How would you like to see a nude painting of Michael Madsen?
That's not the part, by the way.
Pornhub?
No.
Okay, well, I had to ask.
People were asking for a new picture.
Yeah, we're gonna go look at this building.
Okay,
So you said
here we go. Rich Archer, listen.
It is what it is. Rich Archer, my manager, should pay for it.
I think he should scam up about half the rent.
That's what I think. Rich Archer, Total Entertainment Manager, should be paying for me a building.
Should be paying for half the rent. We'll take care of the rest.
Thank you.
And I'll be in the office during the day, and I can field phone calls for him.
Oh yeah, he said he sent something to Michi's. Yeah, I'll have to have that conversation with you in a minute.
The small place.
So there you go. There you go. Rich Archer, Total Entertainment Management. We need an office. You're supposed to pay for it. That's part of my management.
That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah. Now the small place.
You need to reread the contract
Yeah, the small place
that you wrote.
Absolutely. The big place you looked at, Mr. Dreamer.
No, the rent's gone up, dude.
I don't think
that rent has gone up. Yeah, because that rent has gone up. Because before we could get that building, but it being bigger than what we could get over in the old public shopping center.
Yeah.
Those guys, you know what's funny is they went up on the rent and there's now more empty spaces in that building. Did you notice that?
Absolutely.
There's 3 empties on the front, the one on the corner, and 2 empties on the side.
And let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. When I see a strip mall like that has empty buildings, I am
multiple
empty buildings. I am not conducive to shop there.
Nope.
That's just me.
Going down the Salem Gate.
I tell you what.
Might as well.
I mean, Salem Gate is, remember, at one time, Steph, Salem Gate was awesome.
Oh, my God. So Rich Archer, you booger, he says, I called, no answer. That means if you called, you weren't listening to the video.
Whatever. He is. You know what?
We just played the video, and he didn't even listen to it because he was trying to call in.
Yep.
He still wouldn't have heard the video.
And he wouldn't have heard the video.
In.
Oh, yeah. He's the best manager that any trailer park money can buy.
That's
So
it.
he didn't listen when you said, Rich Archer, if you're listening, listen to the video.
Yeah.
We're going to just call Rich real quick. Because I'm sitting here shaking my head going, if he called, which you heard me mute it, just for fun.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I thought you were doing.
I heard my name in vain. What's going on?
The problem is when I told you, are you listening? You were supposed to listen to something, not call me. Because then when you called me, you weren't listening. I don't know I don't know who I'm supposed to strangle, you or are you?
Mornings are getting hit. We are picking up so much business in Covington. It's unreal.
So
mornings are becoming hectic.
What we were saying is we were going to look at a building that Total Entertainment Management should be renting and me have a room in it for the studio. That's what we were saying.
We looked at 2 buildings yesterday, boss. And we want you to pay for half of them.
That is, if I was so rich, money was pouring out of my butt, I would be more than happy to do that. Of course,
maybe we can go rent a trailer at the trailer park.
Yeah. For the record, we don't want your
Yeah,
stinky butt money.
Let's go do that. Let's go rent us a trailer at the trailer park.
Well,
and,
my
and
brother
do a
has,
studio out of the trailer park.
My brother has
go get us a double wide. It'd make for great videos.
My brother's got
that would make the statement that I am the best manager your trailer park money could buy.
That's right.
So true.
Yeah.
My brother has an office about the size of the one we looked at first yesterday. It was a mobile office at a work site.
I thought about buying one of those.
Yeah, those would be.
We might be able to do something with it.
Yeah.
It's really small, though. It'd be too small for me.
Well,
Plus, I don't think it has any facilities.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know if this.
Anyways, are we really having an argument over a friggin' trailer? It was a joke.
No, see, Steph and I can talk without arguing. You should try it, Scotty.
Yeah, and Steph's an authority over trailers.
Yeah, she doesn't have to be authority. She's my friend, and we were just talking.
How are you saying
It's
I don't
easy.
know about trailers.
How many of you lived in?
You move your bottom
I've
lip.
lived in one trailer my whole entire life.
Yeah,
where?
See? Angry Man.
It was in Stone Mountain.
Okay,
Mobile
that
Home
thing
Park.
that y'all just moved out of not too long ago.
That was a remanufactured home. There's a difference.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Because it wasn't on wheels. It was brought in on a truck.
They take the wheels off. That changes it.
Brought it in
That
on an
changes it.
18-wheeler.
I can't help.
Mike,
if you look down and there's 2 sets of 4 bolts in your living room, you might live in a remanufactured
it was
home.
not a trailer. It was a remanufactured home. A remanufactured home means what? It was a repossessed trailer?
If you say the house
There was
is
never
coming off
wheels
the
It's
on
road,
that ring that kills you.
Stephanie,
What?
did it involve a trailer?
Being pulled on a
Whoa. Did
18-wheeler?
it involve a truck bringing it in?
Yes.
Not piece by piece either.
Yeah, one half and one half.
That's
and
not.
then they put it
I'm
together.
talking 2x4s and then sheetrock and then no. Yeah, they brought you a complete home.
Well, they didn't bring me. It was already there when we bought
My
it.
Jesus Christ!
that was a pretty good deflect right there. She got you there.
It was put in there in 81.
That was a pretty good deflect.
You ate one. That's what I just
Well,
heard.
Rich, we're gonna have to talk because we need
No.
more space.
Golly.
81.
This is hilarious. It's not a trailer. They brought it in 2 pieces.
We need more space.
That would make it a double wide.
Nuh-uh.
How is it not a double wide?
Oh my God.
It was a...
Hey,
Where did
Chris.
it?
Shut up.
Where did it join together? In the middle?
Yep, right down the center of the house.
You're gonna make me cuss. You're gonna make me F-bomb. That is an effing double wide.
Nuh-uh.
Was it made?
It was not a
Was it
trailer.
made in a plant somewhere?
I don't know. Probably.
And they brought one side in, set it down, and brought another side in and set it down.
Yeah.
It's a effing double wide.
No.
Jesus,
Did it have
Mike!
wheels?
Mike, help me here.
No, you didn't watch my trailer. I'm looking at Melania, the new first lady.
I got double wide pimp. Hashtag double wide pimping.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not helping.
They took,
I guess
the
you.
precaution to repossess the wheels first.
Now let me ask you a question. How far in the video do I need to go to talk about her trailer? Oh, you don't know? Oh, okay. I'm gonna listen to about 40 seconds. I'll be back in a minute.
46 seconds.
Yeah. If you want me to go further into the conversation.
So what's happening? You said
gonna have to tell
shut up,
me.
Mike. You said this morning what's going on in Covington?
Oh, we're just busy. The
Okay.
single source is exploding here.
Right.
I mean, it's just unreal. But the Little Richard intro, I loved it. I was howling.
What are we talking?
Little Richard's intro this morning.
The Wizard
The
of Oz.
Monkey Land.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
Excellent.
That was hilarious. That was
Man,
just too
you
funny.
really got to watch that too. Like a minute 46 seconds into it.
Mike,
They
you
start
are
twitching.
such a whiny girl.
Twitch when they're where the lollipop
They look like-
grilled.
Popeye.
I know, but why are they twitching?
I don't know.
Must be some good.
It's meth, dude.
They didn't have meth back then.
You don't know.
I do know.
Fairy dust, angel dust.
That's different. And that wasn't angel dust. They were not acting aggressively. And
Have
it
you
wasn't-
ever pissed off one? They
It-
can.
It might have been.
Did you not
chlamydia.
see them flying monkeys?
It might have been.
Look,
chlamydia.
they're munchkins before they do the meth, and then they become the flying monkeys.
Since you guys picked on me about always blaming stuff on Zika, from now on it's chlamydia.
Oh my God. Okay,
Oh,
it's restroom break
Oh.
time, and we need to take a commercial, Rich.
You know why? He's
Yeah.
got chlamydia.
Oh my
All right.
God.
I don't even know what it is. I just like
All
something.
right, brother. Well, holla, and let me know. Call me after the show, though. Or
I
I'll
will
call
do
you.
that.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
All right, you guys, we got to go. We'll
Take
be
a
right
break.
back. It's just fun in the morning. Hey, everybody on video, I got to mute it real quick because I got to listen to something that, of course, YouTube will block me for if I don't mute it. Hang on. Not at all, Mike.
Go pee. I'm serious. I got a tumor. I don't know. You know how I am. I'm getting better about, like, Jagged Edge called in yesterday and really wanted me.
Yeah, that's what Scottie said that he called in.
Yeah, he called in. We had a really good. And then, I mean, I can do those better than I could do something like a Halloween party, because a Halloween party, one, all the chicks are just trying to dress slutty, so they get really drunk and they act weird.
Like that?
And I don't like that. Yeah. And then
I would shut that door. I'm sorry. I forgot.
And then the other part of it is some knucklehead's going to try to scare me. And it's just.
So you're saying you don't do Halloween?
I don't mind it, but I just, I'm 51 years old. I got post-traumatic stress disorder. It's not a lie. I take meds. Don't screw with me. Just pick on Scottie. He loves that shit. I don't know. I don't have any kids. I don't have any kids this weekend.
Fire in the hole.
Fork in the hole. That was like 2-second duration.
Yeah, he was telling me that Jagged
wouldn't that
called
be
in. That was
hilarious
pretty
if
cool.
I showed up, him and I start hollering? He says he's probably gonna retire.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
all right. And we're back.
He's a really.
Has
good
anybody
shape.
found out right now? ESPN says there's no doubt that Colin knee pads number 7 is under investigation by the NFL. But they say really that's no surprise. So they're saying that they're finding muscle building supplements. I think it's awesome. I hope they get rid of them.
You don't think that they're like head hunting? It kind of.
I don't know.
Kind of comes across like they're head
hunting. Hey, if you know what? So it's just like if a drug dealer can't be busted for a murder if they don't have enough evidence as him as a murderer, but yet because of slinging dope, they can get a warrant to go in his house to then try to find them for the murder stuff, then I think it's worth it.
But
does that make sense?
Yeah, but the guy didn't break a law. I mean,
if he's been using illegal substances, he has.
I'm talking about in the initial part.
What initial part?
Kneeling during the national anthem is not against the law.
Yeah, but if he's doing illegal substances, it is against the law. Justified, still justified.
Yeah, they're headhunting.
Who cares if you're doing something illegal? Who cares? So you don't think it's okay? So there's a rapist that's been raping young ladies, and the only proof that he's a rapist could be in his car. You don't think that people that have been watching him can't go, well, look, he's been running stop signs, pull him over for that, search the car.
Okay, so they have probable cause to search the car.
Yes.
Okay.
So you find that's okay?
Well, yeah, that's the law.
Okay. So if this piece of crap's been doing illegal drugs and doing steroids and all this other stuff, you don't think that they could use that to just get rid of them?
Is it steroids or is it that supplement that?
If it's banned, is my point, Stephanie.
If it's banned, it's banned.
Quit trying to change the fact of whether it came with wheels or didn't come with wheels.
No, I was trying to make a point because wasn't there a baseball player that used the supplements a couple
there's a
of
ton
years
of them
and got banned? They got fired. Right.
Yeah,
that's the point. If it's illegal substance, then it's illegal. If it's
but at
Lance,
first it wasn't.
Yeah, Lance, the bicycle dude, he got hit with a bunch of that stuff.
And they took back some of his medals.
Hey, here's the thing: is really
so if it's illegal and it's banned and it's against your contract, why is it wrong for them to use it to get rid of the guy?
I'm just saying, what was the probable cause? If they saw it in his locker or somebody said it, yeah, cool. But if they're using the thing because he doesn't stand for the national anthem, which it's obvious.
Okay.
They're using.
Who cares why?
It's called probable cause. It's the law.
No, it's not the law. We're not talking about the police department going in there and busting him because he's got an illegal drug in his stuff, Mike. What we're talking about is if the NFL says that you can't use illegal substance and you piss positive for illegal substance, then you can be terminated from your contract.
Okay, so if it's the NFL, why do you keep saying illegal substance?
It's illegal. It's not legal.
So
If they're steroids are not legal.
right.
Okay, so then that's illegal.
So do they press charges?
I'm sure if they wanted to, they probably could.
Okay, if they press charges, then a good defense attorney is going to say, "What was your probable cause for finding these?"
Still doesn't matter on the legal putting them in jail part, but it still gets them out of the NFL.
So that's all you want is
I could care less. I want to see him miserable
because he doesn't stand for
because he's a piece of crap.
because he doesn't stand.
It doesn't matter what I want, now does it?
I'm just asking you.
But it doesn't matter. You're the same guy that's been raising hell about him for what?
Yeah.
What, Steph? A month?
Oh, I don't like the
Well
guy
over
at
a
all.
month.
I don't like what
Why
he does.
are you trying to defend him then?
Because it's the law. Even though I
Wait a
don't
minute.
like him, it's
An
still his
NFL
right.
rule is not necessarily the same. You're trying to combine a law with the police
Mhm.
with something the NFL's doing. What I'm trying to say is if it's illegal and the NFL's against it, boom, you've got your contract terminated.
Okay, here's my point though. How did they find the drugs? What led them to believe he was doing the drugs?
And how does that matter in any means?
Probable cause.
But that's a law. That ain't the NFL. You're trying to combine two things. If he pops dirty or they find shit in his locker,
Oops.
then he's violated his contract.
And broke the law.
Right. That's two separate things.
Okay, well, I mean, just because you work for the NFL doesn't mean that you have given up all your constitutional rights.
Again, you're combining two things.
Well, because it's true. Just because I sign a contract with the National Hockey League doesn't mean that I can go, that the National Hockey League rules are God, I can't think of the word, supersede the federal law. Somebody's blinking.
There's two things here. If he gets caught with illegal drugs, the police can get involved and arrest him on that, but his contract's terminated.
Now, I would think for his contract to be terminated, he has to be found guilty.
No, it's just like you. Okay, so my brother wrecks a company truck.
Mm-hmm.
First thing they do is piss him, piss test. He gets away with the police part of it. He gets away with the being high while being in a wreck. He gets away with that. He still lost his job because he pissed dirty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's two separate things that may be involved because of the one joint, but it's two separate things. You aren't separating the two. If he's getting popped for steroids, the NFL it terminates his contract. Whether he goes to jail or not, he's terminated his contract.
If I lost my job for peeing hot and they didn't press charges, I would sue them for every penny.
No, because your contract says that you can't have it in your system.
Is this Casey?
No, this is Danielle. Hey,
Hey.
They sign in their contract that they are up for random piss test or random drug test at any point.
Right.
So they don't have to have probable
cause. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we don't know that was the case. So that's
every one of them. Every contract says that. That's like an NFL standard.
Oh, like you
just like the major baseball, just like the major baseball league. If they catch you with steroids, boom, you're gone.
Mike, you know as well as anybody in the military.
He's being argumentative.
They'll be on every P test possible.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you come up hot, let's say in the
if he would have brought this story up, we would be arguing with him because he would be right. But because I brought it up, he's arguing with me that I'm wrong.
Scotty, I'm not arguing right or wrong here. I'm arguing that I just wanted to know how they found these drugs. Personally, I feel that because he doesn't stand for the national anthem, he has become a target
Well, hell yes, he has become a target.
He was definitely, Mike, he was definitely targeted.
Right.
But that's a consequence. He, you know, when he made
a
that
consequence for what?
Okay, look, stop for a second. Listen, I complain about speeders all day long. So you don't think for a second that I pay attention to my speed in this county? Because wouldn't it be lovely to get me for speeding since I complain about the speeders? That put a target on my back. So therefore I make sure I don't do it. Okay, the point is if you're going to put a target on your back, if you're going to stand up and scream fire, you better make sure you ain't got something in your hand that's got smoke coming from it.
Those that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Right.
The dog
so whether
flies
he's,
over the moon
whether he's a target or not,
cliche,
whether he's a target or not, if he did it, he did it.
I know, but that my point is that you can't target somebody.
Sure, you can.
But
you see right there.
So I'm just saying, because you know what? Until you've been that person that didn't do anything wrong and you've been targeted by a group.
But that's not the case.
That is the case.
You're an idiot. He's in trouble for drugs, dude.
And why did they find the drugs? Because
my God, just like any company in the world, they know they got this stoner that works for them.
Did you hang up, Danny?
Yes. Just like any stoner in the world, the company knows they're a stoner. Eventually, they're going to pop the guy because he's a stoner. They know he's coming to work stoned.
Okay, so now in my situation, if I thought somebody, now we had the same thing, we had random drug tests. If I even thought today you were stoned, I sent you today. I think the NFL would do the same thing. Yeah.
No, wait.
Danny nails it. She's telling it like it really is.
Shut up, Danny.
My wife is even saying it too. Okay, Jeff Mathias is now going to be the deek and want to be all up on Mike's Kool-Aid today. Targeting in the NFL is illegal.
No, not that. Listen to me. This is what I'm saying. I have been wrongly accused of something. Okay.
So you're looking at this from a personal level.
That's what I said. I'm
looking at it because it's personal. Because somebody's targeted me before. I did not steal the Twinkies. That cream on my face is from a Hostess cupcake.
Okay, you done? Let me tell the story. All right. When I was working at a club, I was wrongly accused of stealing money from the club. Now, it took about 2 days for that rumor to circulate everybody. And then I was fired.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, did you have a contract that says no illegal substances can be in your system?
No.
Okay. So they didn't piss test you for the cocaine you were doing?
No.
Okay. So they couldn't terminate you for your contract?
Well, they terminated me for theft.
But there's a difference in this whole situation.
Okay, now just give me a second. So on my separation notice from the state, what do you think it said? It should have said theft, right? Theft of company probably or company revenues, correct? Okay, they didn't. They put down separation due to failure to follow company policies.
Of course.
They covered.
You know why? You know why they write that? They don't ever have to worry about any kind of unemployment stuff.
Unfortunately, that's not the way it worked. Plus, I was subcontract, so I didn't get
but I'm using that as an example. That's why they use the words reduction of workforce.
Yeah.
Because they can't say that they fired you. Because if they admit they fired you for no reason, you go file unemployment.
Well, I couldn't as a subcontractor.
I'm using that as an example, sir.
Gotcha.
Keep going.
All right. So I got the separation notice that said that. So I turned around and I brought it to the labor department and sued the living crap out of them. And won, hands down. Judge personally looked at him and goes, how can you fire somebody for theft? One, you didn't put theft down and you just admitted it in my court.
And two, you had no proof. You didn't call any police.
And yeah.
Okay.
There's no
your story has nothing to do with this. Great story, though. I understand what point you think you're making, but it has nothing to do with if you sign a contract, you pop positive for dope of any kind that is not in your agreement.
Not even part of the story we're talking about. But
you are twisting it to suit your needs. You're not listening. If you sign a contract,
why would I twist it to suit your needs? That doesn't make any sense.
If you are in the NFL, if you're the NBA, the NFL, or the Major League Baseball, you have got a signed contract that you're not supposed to do any steroids and you're not supposed to do any illegal drugs. If you test positive, you've breached of contract. You're terminated.
I agree.
Whether you're running around with a Confederate flag on or a Black Lives Matter flag on, it does not matter. You have breached your contract.
I agree. You just stated the absolute obvious that I obviously agree with.
So then why have you been disputing this the whole time?
Because Copernicus, or whatever Stephanie calls him, is being targeted because he took a knee during the national anthem. Taking a knee during the national anthem.
The thing just said that he actually tested positive before that.
Well, why wasn't he fired before that?
They were probably in the mix of doing it.
That would have been
just for fun.
All right, I'm gonna add to that story a little bit.
All right, hold on one time before you do that. Let me catch this real quick. We've got stupid. If he's positive, he is guilty.
Oh my God. Stupid is not understanding the point of the conversation.
Here's another one. NFL does not have to have probable cause for random drug tests. That's another one.
Stupid.
Caller, go right ahead.
Stupid, not the point of the conversation.
Example of a very similar situation to what y'all are talking about, not NFL. All right, I'm at Plant Vogel. All right, I go over there. I go in every day. I do my job. And if somebody gets pissed off at me because can't provide them the equipment they want because it hasn't come in yet, all they have to do is walk up to a manager and say, his eyes are red. I think he needs a random drug screen.
Yep.
That can be done. Whether they hit me because I got hit by, gosh, I'd say probably 6 randoms while I was there for 9 months.
Not the point.
All right. And these randoms, those are just regular, normally they're just picked out of the lineup of a bunch of cards. Okay. But a person that could have been unhappy with whatever he was doing or not doing, standing during, whatever, could have easily said, hey, I think he's got something going on. You need to check him.
Yes.
Is that fair?
Same situation.
Who cares if it's fair? If you're doing it, then you're doing it.
After the fact, you wouldn't know I was
still
doing it.
Under an employment obligation.
I got all that. You guys are completely missing the point of the conversation.
Give me a truthful reason why you're defending this.
If one more
give
person
me a truthful
explains the part
give me
you could do a random drug test.
I got this a minute ago. It would be like Militarymike using meth to lose weight. It's illegal. Wrong is wrong.
Okay, wrong is wrong. Case in point. I agree. I concur. Okay, so can everybody stop?
But nobody can figure out why you're defending this jackwad.
I'm not defending him. I'm defending the law. I'm trying to ask, and nobody knows. You're talking about NFL contracts. You've never even seen an NFL contract.
Nor have you.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But you do know from all the other issues with all the other guys that have been thrown out of all this stuff for all the other illegals
that they can't have illegal drugs.
That it's in the
contract.
contract.
My God, just keep repeating that part. You're not even catching the point of the conversation.
No, because you've not really made a valid point. Why are you defending him?
I'm not defending him. I'm defending the law.
Okay.
Why was he picked?
Here's a question.
That's all. Somebody answer that. Why was he picked?
Maybe he pissed off somebody he had a lock or two because he stole their friggin' right guard. Who knows?
I'll tell you why he got picked. He got picked because he took a knee during the national anthem. That's why he got picked.
Who cares?
Because
if you did it, you did it.
He didn't break the law when he took a knee during the.
No, he did. He broke the law when he was putting illegal substances in his body.
And how did they find that out?
It doesn't matter if his best friend knocked him out.
Okay, that's good.
Another douchebag's gone down.
Okay.
And then to go into the legalities on my end of it, the employer has the opportunity to press charges if they so choose.
Yeah, because it would be their property as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Correct.
Yeah, we all know that.
Well, now it's 2 separate things. My company could press charges if I were to be caught with an illegal substance.
Mm-hmm.
They could press charges to me, and actually Vogel could press charges. I could have 2 different charges against me for the same thing.
If they press charges, would they have to bring law enforcement in?
Yes.
Yes, they would.
Okay.
Because who would be pressing charges? The law would be pressing charges.
Employer or the other.
Well, not necessarily. Depends on what kind of drugs it is now, isn't it?
Well, yeah. If he committed murder, that's a federal.
Because once it becomes a felony, so if you get caught with an ounce right? With the intent to distribute, if that's the charge they want to give you, that's not the individual pressing charges, it's the state. The state picks it up. So depending on what you're caught with on company property, the company calls it in, but it may not be the company pressing charges. It might become the state pressing charges.
So let me ask you this question. You've got 3 people standing in front of you. Okay. The first guy, you know, straight A's, good guy, goes to church, everything. The second guy, marginal. He's a C student. He dresses kind of like Military Mike does. He's mouthed off a couple times. The third guy, complete dirtbag, meth mouth, everything else like that. You walk up and you've got to pick one of these people to take a drug test. Who do you pick and why?
I would almost just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, because it didn't matter which one of them. Because the good-looking, straight-A-looking guy's probably got cocaine in his system.
All right. They get very random, correct?
Very random.
Yeah. So, Steph, who would you pick? And why?
But she'd have trouble picking the third one because it's probably her cousin.
That's probably her. And the second one's probably Travis.
But how or why the guy got picked could be irrelevant. They could have made the whole team pissed that day.
Mm-hmm.
And after reading the article, it says that this was actually last year, 2000.
That's what I said. This happened before the knee.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
When he had surgery.
I thought that just happened.
Nope.
No.
If it happened before the knee, then it's like this whole conversation is gone.
I felt like Jim Carrey over here.
Yeah, this whole conversation has been a great waste of time. Then.
Yes, sir, it is. But
I think I just heard Mike go, mic drop.
Yeah, I'm walking.
Thank God the mic's on a stand.
Yeah.
And he's not
I'm walking there. I'll drop it. Yeah, because that happened before taking a knee. I have no fight. I have no dog.
You have no argument at this point.
Yeah, I got no dog in the fight.
But it was entertaining there for a few minutes.
Yeah,
I'm sticking up for probable cause.
Yeah, he denied using the HGH.
That's the one
That's
the
steroid.
performance enhancing thing.
Yeah, but he admitted to using a combo of supplements that the NFL is considering added to the list of prohibited.
Yeah, see, I don't understand if your trainer
So-
is hitting you up with that stuff, and I think that's what McGuire said.
Yeah, his trainer was
the
giving
trainer.
it to him.
He's saying, "Oh, my arm hurts." The trainer's like, "Well, here, let me give you a little shot." He's going, "Hey, this stuff's legal, isn't?" And he's like, "Yeah, NFL has said okay."
Who's the trainer employed by would be the question.
I'm sure it's the.
But
the
you
team.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the team's the employer of said guy,
Okay,
then it becomes a team issue.
Then the guy hits 65, 70 home runs in 1 year, and everybody's like, well, the dude's taking performance enhancing drugs. And the National Baseball League goes, ooh, well, gosh, we can't have that. Those drugs are now banned. And then they try to take the guy's stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? But hey, look, we're talking about millionaires. So I would think in a lot of places, when you're dealing with this kind of money that you're talking about, if some, just like the women that
look at Stallone. Stallone takes growth hormones.
the HGH.
That he actually leaves our country to go to another country where it's completely legal to get it.
Shoots it up and then comes
back here.
And he looks disgusting.
He does now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All them
Absolutely.
veins.
And now Schwarzenegger, now there's questions of what Schwarzenegger's doing.
Now, isn't that some crap? Schwarzenegger has a son from his nanny, from his maid.
Yes.
And he's talking bad about Trump. Isn't that crazy? What two-faced big dummy is that? How do you, I don't even, it's like Bill Clinton talking bad about Trump. I mean, Trump just talked about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Clinton did it. And Clinton's talking bad about Trump.
Yeah.
Craziness. Absolute craziness.
Okay.
Did either one
Hey,
of y'all?
here's your question, Mike.
Okay.
Here's the question, Mike.
Okay.
All
okay.
right, so
okay.
Say you go and you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you go and purchase tickets to Roger Waters' show. Okay.
Okay, wait.
The lead singer of Pink Floyd.
Okay.
And I just heard about this the other day.
Okay,
this is pretty intense.
I didn't know who Roger Waters was.
Okay.
Yeah, Pink Floyd.
So
Okay,
you
cool.
purchase tickets, Pink Floyd. All right. You're ready to go listen, and he spends half of the show bashing Trump.
Yeah. Amy
What do you
Schumer did that too. Here's the thing. When you purchase that ticket, all right, you got to read the back because he could get up there and do 2 songs and walk off. There's no guarantee that he's going to perform music. So if you paid to go see him, he could sit up there and drool on himself. So I hate to say it, but
no, you don't hate to
now
say
look,
it.
Amy Schumer, hundreds of people walked out of her show night before last. Did y'all hear about this?
Oh, yeah.
Because she
Yes, I
started
did.
bad mouthing Trump. And as soon as she started bad-mouthing Trump, she started talking about Hillary. And there was actually people fighting over it because they were like, hey, we paid, her tickets are huge expensive, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like $100 a seat to go see that crazy bitch. That's crazy. I would never pay $100 to go see a comedian unless I got to sit up there with him. Jeez,
yes,
man.
I know.
Did y'all watch Saturday Night Live?
No, I heard people talk about the clip.
Yeah, I watched it. And it's satire. I don't know what Trump's getting all upset about. It's satire. It's supposed
what blows my mind is how all the media, here's what makes no sense to me. Let me word it this way. How does the media justify that they all have the right as the media to bash Trump and favor Hillary?
Yeah.
Now I'm a pirate radio station. I can do whatever I want. But how does the big media get away with that? They are supposed to be non-biased.
They're supported by.
I know. Well, but it just trips me the hell out.
In this particular
because they're supposed to be the people that give us our news. But that just proves to you they're not giving you the real news.
Oh yeah, and the freaking polls. Give me a break with the polls. Do you know that they said that in the polls this morning, very early, about 5 o'clock, they said, okay, so the polls, Hillary is leading 9% in some of the heavy decision states, blah, blah, blah. And she's leading in women and educated men. Trump is winning in this is what they said, uneducated men and uneducated women.
How do they know that?
And I'm sitting there going, are you serious? Did you just pretty much said we're a bucket of deplorables again?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so hard to watch. I watch One American News, OAN. No hype. And I watch Reuters because you know what? When you watch
Reuters, is that steroiders?
When you watch,
you were just saying you don't know nothing about it.
I don't know anything about it. Why would I take performance enhancing drugs?
To get that figure that you have, sir.
They have peach-shaped or pear-shaped?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
it doesn't come in a needle. It comes in a push-up. It's orange sherbet.
Ooh, cool. Little Italian
ice cream guy delivers it.
Hey, listen to this now. Amy Schumer, okay, is one of the A-list comedians right now. And people are paying up to $100 or $100 or more for a 2-hour show.
Well, look at what people pay for Kenny Chesney. Like, why?
200 people walked out of the show in Tampa, Florida, Sunday night because she started criticizing Trump. Look, you know what? I think we all say this. If she started criticizing Hillary, I'd probably be uncomfortable. She said she wanted to thank the 8,400 that stayed. So let's say the 200 and the 8,400, 8,600 times 100. That's a lot of money that night. That's all I got to say.
And she didn't lose a penny of it.
Oh God, no.
That's right. And then she laughed at all of y'all going, I got your money.
That's it. So why do we care what Robert De Niro, who he's voting for? Why? I don't care. There's a couple things I don't care about. I don't care about how much
he is an influential actor
in politics,
right?
That people look up to because of his roles in what he's played.
Yeah.
So it's like Clint Eastwood. He's always played the badass.
Yeah.
Well, everybody likes to see the badass and who he's going to vote for. They're like, oh, I think it'd be great to vote for the same guy
But you know what? Whoever. Here's what blows my mind, though. Here's what blows my mind. All these rich millionaires don't have anything in common with us.
No, not at all.
They don't drink the same water we drink. They don't stay at the same hotels. They don't purchase the same cars. They don't have the problems of going to buy clothes that we have. They don't have the problems about how am I going to manage to pay the water bill this month and the gas bill this month. They don't have they cannot relate to us. So why is it that their opinion should influence anything to do with us when they have nothing in common with us? These poor bastards are not poor. Like, we have to figure out how we can afford to take a family vacation. These dumbasses will drop $150,000 on a car. Oh, that's a home, y'all. These people have nothing in common with us. Why would we listen to them?
Some of these people spend $25,000, $30,000, $35,000 a night in Las Vegas for their room.
Oh no, it's worse. How about when Lil Wayne dropped $36,000 on champagne at a strip club?
Man,
because he was buying bottles of champagne for his homies.
Yeah.
He spent $48,000 at a strip club in one night.
Yep.
And y'all think we have what in common with him?
Nothing.
Wait a minute. He got paid to drop a Samsung phone in a fish tank. I've accidentally dropped a BlackBerry in a toilet. Does that mean me and Lil Wayne got something in common?
But I would love to.
I played a Lil Wayne song once.
I'd love to film it.
I am so dying at why people listen to famous people. We don't have anything in common with these people, except I'm watching the very same TV that they might be on.
And you know what? When they show them talking about it, it's like they're all clapping their little hands, like, "Oh, I'm popular again. I'm popular again," because I'm talking out about Trump or I'm talking out about Hillary.
That's exactly what they're doing it for.
You still there, Richard?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, hang on one second. Let me catch this. Just for fun. Hello.
Scotty.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
Did you go see the Avengers? Did you pay for that?
No.
No. Mike, did you go see the Avengers? Did you pay for that?
No, man. Don't answer that no more than that.
Did you see any movie by Robert De Niro and paid for it?
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere along the line.
Somewhere along the line I did. Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Let's go into you guys complaining about them. They were. I don't condone what they're saying.
Right.
One, before they were famous, they were poor. And they worked for what they got. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah.
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. So, when someone works for something that they have, don't they deserve to be able to buy that house or that car that you're complaining about?
No. What you're failing to understand is they can be entitled to whatever they want. But what I'm saying is we have nothing in common with these people. So for them to tell us what's in our best interest for voting is insane because
I agree with you.
We have nothing in common with this guy. How can this guy who lives in $1 million mansions, how can he say, well, here's what I think is in the best interest for DJ Scottie, Lou, and Mike. This is how you should vote. These cats have no idea what our lives are like. How can they tell us what's best for us?
I do agree with you on that.
That's what my point is.
We cannot bang them for being able to buy a nice car because they make the money.
And I did not bang them for that. What I'm saying is they have nothing in common with us. So how can they distinguish to us what's in our best interest?
Once someone gets money, all of a sudden their priorities change.
Yes.
And they think that everybody else has the same priority.
That's right. And if they live 20 or 30 years as millionaires, they don't even relate to poor people anymore.
Because they don't understand.
They don't understand it. That's exactly right. The closest thing to the poor person is the guy that carried their bags.
Mike is so rich, he doesn't have to work.
Well, he's rich in love.
Yeah, rich in love.
He's rich in love.
How did I get brought back up?
Lou, I'm with you on the. I'm with you on the making the money. They're entitled to whatever. It's just like anybody else is.
Lou,
but I'm just trying to say. I'm just trying to say. How dare they think that they can preach to us what we need to do when they have no concept of what reality is to us anymore?
Let's look at Robert Downey Jr.
God, yes.
Now, has Robert Downey Jr. hit rock bottom?
Yeah.
Oh God, look at his cocaine drug addiction.
Was he a drug addict?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So do you think that he might relate a little more towards anyone in your audience at this time?
Kinda, yeah. I think he would have a better view.
That's right.
Than say Robert De Niro.
Yeah, well, Robert De Niro, he's always played a tough guy and all this stuff. Hey, how you doing? Around the corner, go over there, type of thing.
Right.
And he's been a fake. The one thing I don't like about actors is that they get paid to pretend to be something.
That's exactly right.
I cannot believe a person when they get paid to pretend to be something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a clown. When someone is paid to be a clown.
Why you gotta bring up clowns?
Right. Well, okay. For instance,
you always hear the things that the tears of the clown. When the clown is not performing, they're usually sad.
Right.
People who are a comedian usually are sad or broken inside, and they feel that they have to do these things to make people feel better, which makes them feel better.
Right.
So now these famous people, because they're broken and they don't feel good inside, they feel that they should make people do what they want because they really can't do it in real life because they get paid to pretend to be that superhero.
Right. Well, how about
so
this?
Now we're really diving deep into it, aren't we? Here.
So you know who Vince Vaughn is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vince Vaughn's cool.
So I've always loved Vince Vaughn. I've always said, man, he is one of those actors that I would love to meet and hang out with. Okay, now
have a beer
with all that being said, friend of mine works on the studio stuff. Says all his life of watching Vince Vaughn on television and movies and commercials and everything that Vince Vaughn's done, he's watched, you know. He's like, I was so excited I was going to get to meet Vince Vaughn. He's like, this was the one actor that I held above everybody. Like, I could visualize the Robert De Niro's being a real prick or the Jim Carrey's really being a prick. Like, but Vince Vaughn seems like that guy that would just be so cool. So he meets Vince Vaughn and he says, Scotty, I recommend you never meet famous people ever again. Because it ruins your illusion. He says Vince Vaughn is 180 degrees different than what you visualize him being. Like, you have it in your head built up that he's going to be this great, funny guy. And he's like, no. He said, I hung out with him the whole day. He said he is a total opposite of what you think he really is. He's like, it ruined the illusion of this guy. He says it's better to not watch behind the scenes. It's better to not watch these interviews. And it's just like the guy that played Jax on Sons of Anarchy. All these girls had it in their mind who this guy was. All these girls said, yeah, they need to get Jax to play the guy for 50 Shades of Grey. And then he did this interview and everybody got to really hear him talk. And they go, oh, my God, that dude.
Well, do you remember?
But it's because he's an actor.
Well, that's funny. Remember back in the 80s, before when Michael Jackson came back out and he was on MTV, and then everybody heard him talk, and they were like, "That's the way he talks." You know, we don't know what these people's lives are. They're paid performers. You know, unlike you, me, and Mike, this is the way that we are.
That's right.
You know?
And God, we're sorry that we are this way sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, God made dirt don't hurt.
But yeah, I agree with you on the money. Damn, I wish I could make $300 million because we would live like kings.
For a movie, Well, you know what's funny? You know, there's that old saying: the person who makes $40,000 always thinks that, man, if I made $100,000, I would just be better.
No,
right.
And the person making $100,000 thinks, if I made $250,000, I would just be a little better.
Yep.
Doesn't happen that way.
Well, money doesn't make you happy, brother.
And here's something that happened one day. Conversations and conversations only. I don't condone anything with Michael Jackson, you guys. But this is just an observation I'm going to point out. People made jokes about why he did some of the weird things he did, and I went, okay, for us taking a 4-day trip to Disney World is a humongous big adventure for us.
Yes.
For us to be able to go sit in a $400,000 Rolls Royce, for us, that is like a big deal. Like we're Instagramming it. For us to go do a $700 dinner somewhere, like that is a big deal once a year kind of thing, or maybe not even a once in a lifetime thing. And we're going to Instagram that and make a big deal out of it. For somebody that can do that any second of any day, that's no longer a big deal. So they do stupid stuff. I mean, look, Charlie Sheen, people made cracks about how many millions he blew to have one night with 3 hookers and a bunch of cocaine, and people go, oh my God, that's horrible. Well, for the guy that was making millions upon millions, I mean, he's bored with everything that we would find cool. He's bored with. He's already done it. So
that's right. You know,
I don't condone
these people who are famous, who act and do all these things, you know, behind the scenes, man, they might be lonely and this and that, and they have to do stuff like this and those things to make themselves feel better. I mean, you ever done a stupid thing in your life?
Yeah.
Just because it made you feel better?
No,
you haven't, Scotty. And we know that for a fact. We know that for a fact. Neither have I. Or anybody who's listening right now. We've all done stupid things just to make ourselves feel better, and we regretted it afterwards.
That's
not me.
I mean, look, the lead singer of NXS hung himself in a hotel room.
That's right.
Had the greatest life ever, right?
Awesome
From where I stand looking, he had an incredible life, but from where he stood, might not have been so good. The lead singer of Alice in Chains, you know,
Williams.
that's right, Robin
Nirvana,
Williams.
Kurt Cobain,
See?
all of them.
Oh, come on. You could see it in Cobain. Jeez, everybody.
Oh, come on. Cobain made his own problems.
Yep.
Come on.
He's 6 feet under.
He had that opportunity once they went unplugged on MTV to totally change his life, and he didn't.
Oh, no, man.
Because when they went unplugged, there's a whole different type of music that happened from Nirvana.
That changed the world.
And he had that opportunity to change everything, and he didn't. He still was in that black hole that he lived in, and he would never get out of it.
He was addicted to heroin.
Dude, they showed a camcorder video of him and Courtney doing their thing, living in this house, like right before the unplugged thing. Holy cow. Like you're watching, they were tweakers, dude. Like you're watching them, you're watching her on one wavelength, having a conversation with him, and him on an entirely different wavelength, having a conversation with her. They're both, I mean,
like
there's
Stephanie
one.
And Mike. It's like Stephanie and Mike
it is.
Any time of the day.
It's like they had this camera and two people were talking foreign language to each other. And we're listening going, holy cow, these two were just tweaked out of their mind.
Yeah.
And had all that money. And
Yeah,
they're shacked up. They got all that money and they were shacked up in this sick looking dingy house.
And
And
they wanted to spend it on drugs
friggin'
and alcohol.
tweaking. And it was just like, holy cow. It looked fake, but it wasn't. It was their camcorder.
Why is it a shock when we see people who are famous who fall from grace? Why is it a shock?
Just wow.
Because
why is it a shock?
Because I live vicariously through them.
We all do, bro. We all do. That's exactly the reason why I called. Because we all live through their lives.
I live vicariously through all of the reality show stars on Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bachelor.
That I could see that, but that's not a joke. There's more men who watch those shows than women do.
I don't know about that, but
no.
Here's the thing.
Look at the numbers, brother.
I look at remember Living Gotti?
Yeah, Living Gotti was hilarious.
Yeah, I loved it. But now, see, you and I probably got a different take on it because of our family.
No,
I watched
not
Sopranos.
Really.
I watched Living Gotti, and you know what I saw? My uncle, my grandfather.
I saw my family.
Yeah.
That's the way that we lived.
We would watch Sopranos, right? And we would be dying laughing. My grandmother would go, "Don't think that I'm like that mother right there." And it's like, "Grandma, yes, you are." You know, and she goes, "I don't try to ruin everything." I said, "You're trying to ruin the show." And you see, so it was hilarious. And then, I said, "I'm going to change my name to Anthony." And, like my grandmother goes, "Michael, you don't know we were going to call you Anthony." I'm like, oh, my God.
It was going to be Anthony, Salvatore, Dominic, Frankie. It was going to be something like that.
So we watch those shows and we live vicariously through them. Hey, look, we're going to have to go to a commercial here because we got to pay the bills. It's coming up on 9 o'clock.
Thanks for calling in, brother.
Lou, hey, you're doing something, right?
Keep me on the phone if you don't mind in between.
Okay, I'll do that, but I got to go pee.
Okay. Hey,
don't hang up.
Lou, you got something coming up, right? You got a show coming up?
I'm waiting for him to tell me the dates. That's what I'm waiting for.
I thought that's what you said. You wanted to do the 27th.
I could do the 27th. We'll do that. We'll do the 27th.
Once you posted it, I just went with it. So that sounds great.
I just want to make sure because
sorry about that. I just kind of went with it when you said, "Hey, the 27th." I'm like, "Go. That sounds great." Yeah. I got somewhere to be the next morning, but that makes it a whole lot easier. I'm going to go pee.
All right, Scotty, go pee and go pay some commercials, okay?
Do you want to still stay on hold and talk to Mike?
No,
he don't want to talk to Mike.
Talk to Mike.
All right, brother. Well, we love you and can't wait till you get here to do the 80s show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right,
the 28th.
Hold on. It's Friday night, Stephanie.
On October? Friday night.
It's one of the nights, Stephanie. One of the nights.
Because the 27th.
I gotta pee.
Why are you yelling at
We'll be back, everybody.
Yeah, why are you yelling at me? I just want to make sure our listeners have it clear.
When we say Friday night, Stephanie. Friday night.
You didn't say Friday night. You said the 27th, didn't he, Mike?
Don't say it like that. That's horrible. All right. What?
I'm giving you three. 3 choices. Which one?
What day did Lou say?
It's going to be the Friday night, last Friday of this month.
He sent me something about being a master. Okay. Why do people send me stuff? A worn flag challenge. I mean, come on. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Oh, man. Lou sent me something about a certain day, and Highway Jack hasn't come back with me.
Y'all noticed in today's topics.
Sweet.
Don't take it personal, Mike. I'm only pointing it out. In today's topics, everybody hears and interprets what they want to hear and interpret.
Oh, yeah.
So Mike went with the whole legal for checking him, whether he was doing illegal drugs or not. Lou heard us criticizing somebody for having millions, but what I was trying to say is they can't relate to us. But that right there shows you can have a huge conversation, but half the room is going to hear what they're going to interpret what they interpret.
You can draw a picture, but somebody else is going to guess what it is. Okay, didn't he send me a little link or something, Scotty?
For his show?
His Friday show?
He posted it on Facebook. Go to his page, yeah. He did say that he sent us something on the fun page showing something. So yeah, just go back to
go to my page. There's a hilarious picture of freaking Molly Cyrus. And she's becoming
Molly Cyrus?
Huh?
Molly Cyrus?
What'd I say?
You said Molly
Cyrus. Oh. I know.
But hell, she did Molly, so it might as well be Molly.
I am on so much medication right now. It's fun this way. It's for fun. I'm trying to find. Get to the bottom of this.
Oh man, I didn't watch Supergirl last night. Everybody was talking about with it being a new season, new channel, it was supposed to be better, so I didn't.
I'm getting caught up. I'm getting caught up. I'll be able to watch it. Hey, do you have a problem with me and Highway Jack switching nights? Hello.
We'll talk about that after the show.
Well, let's talk.
I'm not going to deal with that right now.
Oh, come on. I'm talking about it on the air.
Somebody fall down.
Somebody fall down, go boom.
Fall down, go boom, boom. Boom, boom.
And we're back. Look at that. They're saying that Val Kilmer has dropped 200 pounds. Holy cow, crap on.
Is he trying to get the Batman?
Holy crap, Batman.
Is he trying to get the Batman role?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That just doesn't even look healthy.
Oh, now
which one?
It says weight loss 100 pounds, but they did the whole 200 pounds to make you click on it.
Yeah.
It shows that he was 280. Now he's down to 180.
Dang.
Oh.
But yet when you click on it, it says that he's lost 200 pounds. I thought, holy cow, I've not seen him at that weight. Not that I'm trying to pick on him, but
yeah, did he do it for a movie?
I don't know. See, after losing 200 pounds,
Val Kilmer drops Jaws.
That's so not correct. That just right there just shows you how they use catch stuff to make you click on it.
There are no rules anymore with media.
None, man.
Rules whatsoever.
They're all National Enquirer at this point. Everything is National Enquirer. It's all about the shock value to make you click on it, to make you look at it, mess with it. It just trips me out. There's no real news anymore. And if I remember correctly, when CNN started, the Clinton News Network, it was supposed to be the legit stuff. It was supposed to be, hey, we are creating blah, blah, blah to give you better news, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 24/7 news.
Right.
Yeah. Platform. And they were supposed to I think even wasn't their tagline something like we report the news, real news.
The real news.
Yeah. Pretty wild. Now they suck. You can't even watch them now because it's just like I don't know. Does that affect people? If you hear the news talking about Trump, does that affect you?
So I wanted to bring this up because this was brought up to me. You see that right there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Supposedly she has now done one.
Yeah.
So supposedly Miley Cyrus has done a flick.
A porn movie.
Well, I wasn't going to use the P word. Remember, we're supposed to use sword substitute. But yes, a source, if you will, has told me about this and said that she has done, and it's not professional by any rate. But see, look right there.
So
is that her? I'm just saying.
It looks like her.
I don't know.
Looks like her.
But isn't that something?
Are all these supposed to be her?
I can't answer that. I've never seen them. I'm just telling you what was being told to me. They're saying that there's a catch way that you have to type it in there to find it because there's a certain name, like 23. You have to enter her name and the word 23, whatever. But this person swears it's it, that it's 100% it.
How about that?
Yep.
Wow. But I was just looking because I don't know if y'all.
But this is supposed to be the person that our kids idolize.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all had heard, but they're supposed to be coming out with a Top Gun too, and so I was wondering if Val Kilmer
was trying to drop weight for that. Hopefully, he's trying to drop weight for himself.
But it says Val Kilmer jumped at the chance to reprise the role of Tom Iceman.
I'm sure he would jump at it. I hate to say it, but he hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah, that's true. So, who knows? Maybe they will make a Top Gun 2.
Just for fun.
Good morning.
Yes.
What's up, number 3?
How y'all doing?
Good. What's up?
We were doing just fine.
Until I called, I know.
No,
I did not say that.
Miley Cyrus story is actually true.
The what now? The Miley Cyrus. It is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you watch the trailer I sent you, I'm at the last part of it.
Wait, where are you? Oh, you sent me something on Facebook?
Jeez.
Oh, you're being sarcastic, you a-hole. Never mind. I just caught what you said.
Why do you even answer it when he calls?
I should have known better. I thought he was being like legit there for a second. It's not that I want to see it, but I want proof whether it's real or not.
Can you block numbers on something?
That is so funny.
Yes.
You know what? Change his name to Do Not Answer.
Make him have a distinct ringtone so we know it's him.
A distinct ringtone.
I just had to pick on Mike in his trailer.
What? What'd I do now? Did you look at my trailer?
No.
See, none of those. I don't believe any of those are really her.
No, not that kind of trailer. I'm talking about the movie trailer. Did you
That's not.
It?
No, I haven't been on Facebook yet.
Oh, man. Then you know what?
That
you go
could
watch my movie trailer. You go watch my movie trailer, and you call me back.
No, I don't think that's her either.
All right.
Well, I got his scoop, Scott, so I can watch his trailer.
Okay, Danny's on.
Watch this trailer. Oh my God!
Watch.
Yeah, I don't think any of those are her.
I think they're trying to pull it off and add little pictures of her, stuff like that. But
and try to, But yeah, that was just on Yahoo. So
Yahoo.
Oh well, and it just the sad thing is it is what it is. Everybody's trying to. What do you do anymore? You know what happened to the what world would I call it? Back Cary Grant. You know, back then they were all elegant and nice, and when weird stuff
was done behind the door.
That's what I was gonna say. And when weird stuff happened, you didn't hear about it.
Right.
You know, like we're just now hearing about stuff over the, I don't know, like last 10 years I've heard about stuff like God, what was his name? Danny Kaye. I heard stories about him and Milton Berle, the things that they used to pay hookers to do and stuff like that. But that was always in Vegas and behind closed doors and before cell phones, you know? It just blows my mind.
So it was okay to do it because it was behind closed
doors?
No,
I'm not saying it was okay to do it, but I'm saying at least we didn't hear about it.
But it was still happening.
How do we know it was happening?
Because Jim Neighbors was gay.
I understand that. It falls under it falls under the, does a bear poop in the woods? Well, if you're not there to see it, then it didn't happen, right? So it was easier to not know about all these things instead of it being so publicized.
I say that they did some really freaky stuff.
Well, you know they've always had freaky stuff.
Yeah.
Caligula, hello. There's always been freaky stuff, but we didn't have it all over the place.
Did you just go Roman? You just went on Caligula on me.
I'm just telling
I swear
you.
to God, if I see baby oil, I will punch
There's
him in the head.
always been weird, but we didn't have it flaunting everywhere.
Why was Caligula weird? I mean, it was an orgy, but
Mike,
what?
We're after 9. Your words have to be substituted.
You said Caligula first.
But not everybody knows.
About Caligula?
Yes.
Seriously?
Not everybody knows who Caligula would exist.
Alrighty, so
What else you got?
A New York man who thought he was rescuing his neighbor's dog from a blazing house fire last week ran into a snag. The house was not on fire. Michael Orchid of Half Moon is charged with second-degree burglary and third-degree criminal mischief in the Thursday night incident. State troopers told the news station that Orchid, who is being held in lieu of $15,000 bail, was hallucinating after mixing, here you go, Jeff, LSD and cough syrup earlier that afternoon.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Neighbors told the station that Orchid ran from door to door in their housing development screaming about a fire. When no one responded to the imaginary fire, he drove his BMW through a fence, broke into the house through the back door, went inside, and pulled the family's large white dog out. Troopers found him standing outside with the dog in his arms. Orchid did not face a drug charge because no illegal substances was found in his possession. He also drove solely through yards on his quest to save the dog, so no charge of driving under the influence was filed.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you go to the hospital because you were just wigged out on some cocaine. You were just weird, dude. And they take your blood. And they can tell you how much cocaine's in your system by your blood, correct? Can they do that?
You would think.
I think they can. Well, they got to be able to tell that it's there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aren't you in possession of a controlled substance?
Yeah.
That's what
wait, stop. Are you trying to say you're in possession if it's in your bloodstream?
Yes.
No. You're not
And
in.
how can they get you for a DU for?
Are you really fixing to be so stupid to ask that question?
No, I think it's an awesome question.
Stephanie,
You're not
actually,
in possession
stop,
of the
stop,
alcohol.
stop.
I mean,
Oh
it's
my
in your
God, you
bloodstream.
idiot. You're driving under the influence is what the charge is. You're not getting caught. They're not charged. Did you really just ask that, you moron?
No, what? That's a good question.
No, they're not charging you with possession of alcohol. They're charging you for operating a motor vehicle while under the influence.
But how do they know she's under the influence? They do a breathalyzer, right?
They do a breathalyzer or sobriety, and then they also, once you're arrested, they can take blood and you pee in a cup. Yes, all those things. Stephanie, how do they get you for possession of alcohol if it's in your blood? They're not charging you with possession of alcohol.
I know somebody that they did try to charge for possession of alcohol.
And where was the alcohol?
In their blood system.
Oh my God.
There was no alcohol found in the vehicle. Needless to say, it was dropped.
Then that means they wasn't charged and convicted
It was
of
on
a
the
bogus.
ticket. But they tried. They tried and failed.
I say there's a little
There's a
contradiction.
hummingbird flying around in this
there's
room
a
right
contradiction going on because
What's the contradiction?
If I'm driving along, and a cop pulls me over and says, "Hey, you're driving kind of crazy," and I'm like, "Well, I am crazy," and they go, "Okay, have you been drinking today, sir?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm drunk as hell." And they go, "Okay, can you take the field sobriety test?" And I fail it. Then do the breathalyzer, and I fail it. There's no alcohol anywhere on the vehicle, in the vehicle, anything, just in me. All right, then they take me to the station, and of course, they're not charging me with the illegal possession of alcohol because alcohol's not illegal.
And there's no possession of it.
They are charging me with operating a vehicle while I'm under the influence. Okay.
You could actually be charged with possession of meth if it's in your bloodstream due to it being a stage 4 narcotic.
See, I knew that. I thought it was heroin, but
well, that would also be a narcotic.
Is that? Yeah, I don't know what the levels are, but that's kind of what I was thinking, because there's people that will eat it. There was a guy in Doraville when I was working out there. He ate like an ounce of Coke.
Okay.
He just
which is a narcotic.
Yeah, and he did not do well.
That's what changes it.
Yeah,
it's a
he
narcotic.
died about 2 hours
Not
later.
possessing alcohol.
Yeah. Well, possession of alcohol is not illegal, but did this guy get charged?
Depends
with
on
possession
it.
of
Wait.
coke, or?
It depends on how you word the possession of alcohol is not illegal. Because if it's moonshine, then it is possession of illegal alcohol.
Yeah, so
But what I don't
Crazy.
understand is why they couldn't get him for a DUI.
we need to ask the popo.
When he was in, he might have been
Stop.
driving
Stop.
over.
Start over. How do you say they couldn't get him for?
Oh, it says in
DUI.
the story that in the news article that they didn't get him for DUI because he was driving through yards.
Because it depends on what state they're in. Some states have it where you can't drive a lawnmower drunk. Some
that's
don't.
what I was going to say. That even
It
here
depends
in Georgia,
on
if you're
where
on
you're
a
at.
4-wheeler or a go-kart or whatever with
Falls under
alcohol,
state law.
And you can get charged with a DUI.
I have a friend that got that.
So
yeah, him and his wife were arguing.
Hilarious.
Him and his wife were arguing. So what he did was he went outside. He had a beer in his hand. He put a beer in the little cup holder, and he was driving. Now this is hilarious because there's so many domestic arguments at this house. The cop pulls up into his driveway. You know what Mark does? Mark brings up the PTO, right, and puts it in gear and hauls ass around the backyard. The cop calls in reinforcements. Okay. They arrest him for operating a machine, a yard or, whatever, landscaping machine or a dangerous machine or whatever it was, under the influence of alcohol, evading arrest, and some other stuff, right? This dude ended up with like over $5,000 in fines. And guess what? He ended up getting kicked out of the National Guard for it, too.
Yep, because he was signed a contract.
Get this, because he took off on his lawnmower around the backyard. Do you ever drink beer when you lawn mowed? I mean, you don't have a lot of grass.
I don't because it was always too hot for me. But that
I
doesn't mean I know. Look, I know people. Look, I know some dumbasses that have got cup holders on their lawnmowers to hold their beer.
I did it. I had that.
I know dumbasses that do that.
Cup holders on your, because we bought our lawnmower with a cup holder on it.
Of course you did.
It doesn't say, I'm not saying that it always has a beer in it. There is
Travis probably
water.
has the construction hat, the hard hat that has a beer on each side, the big rubber straw between the two.
No, actually he doesn't. He's never had
Never
one.
mind, Stephanie. It's a joke.
It's a joke. Relax. Whatchamacallit? I used to I'd drink a beer and let my son, he would stand on the platform and he'd drive. So I just sit there drinking while he was driving all around the yard.
You see that right there, right?
Yes, sir. But
Okay.
I'm sure. I mean,
we're fixing to.
Okay, but it won't be a.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be whatever we can make it.
Yeah. Well, she'll pick mine out like that.
Not if you do a different voice. I mean, you used to be the king of.
I'll do it.
Voices.
Call her. I got it. I'll try.
I don't know if she has this number saved in her phone.
She'd
be like, "Hey, girl."
She's got mine.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing fine this morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, listen, my name is Nigel, and we're doing a documentary on country and western singers in the local area.
Y'all do know that I know who this is.
I know. Gee, I told Scotty. I knew you. There was
gotta
no voice.
try.
There was no voice I was going to be able to do this.
If we didn't try, then come on.
I knew she would know.
It'd be like you singing at a coffee house out of a guitar amplifier.
See, she hung up on us, too.
Damn it, man. That would have been good, too.
Oh, she knew, man.
No, I meant the whole,
Should have used somebody
the
else's
little
voice.
jab I made.
Should have made somebody else's voice because I talked to her. Right?
Hello?
Okay, so did you hear
Hello, Nigel?
when I said we had to try? Because if we didn't try, it'd be about like somebody singing at a coffee house through a guitar amplifier.
That's right. That's
You
right.
got to try at least.
I mean, you can't just not do it.
That's exactly right. So what are you doing today?
We are on our way to the aquarium.
Oh, cool.
I
wanted
love
to go.
the aquarium.
I wanted to go, play with baby otters and swim with the fish.
Now you need to have a private conversation with my wife about what I made sure didn't get on video what the otter was doing. It turned.
Are you a diver?
It turned into a weird porn movie.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and we're like, Zaylee, look at the other otter, and she's going, what is he doing? We're like, and he's floating in front of her, like 4 feet from her. We're like, look at the one in the back. What is he doing?
Get her attention away from.
Mm-hmm. I quit running video at that point. It was getting weird.
Savannah, are you a diver? Are you a diver?
No, not at all.
Okay.
If bring up sex with her,
I can bring up sex with Savannah anytime I want. Savannah,
Mike does too.
Savannah likes when I talk about that stuff. See.
No, you missed what I said and what she laughed to, Mike. It wasn't your joke.
As a certified diver, you can go in the big tank. You can go in the 2 million gallon tank. You just got to be checked out. Yeah. You can swim with the big sharks.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds great.
Yep.
That's what everybody wants to do. Go swim with sharks.
Yeah.
No, they're nurse sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're huge animals. And I think the belugas are still there. The white, smaller
Are you
whales.
trying to like impress her with like being smart? Because she does know that this is Mike talking to her.
And yeah, that's why
like you're trying to be all educated and stuff, and she's not going to fall for it. She does know you're an idiot.
Here's what you don't know is, believe it or not, Savannah and I might talk not through you. I know it's hard to accept.
It still doesn't change the fact that you're trying to act intelligent and she knows better.
You might find this hard to believe, but
I mean, I like the trying. I like it. I appreciate it.
See, thank you very much, Savannah.
Mike,
you're a sweetheart.
She just said to you, she
likes
knows you're an idiot, but she likes the fact that you're trying.
Exactly. And I'm good with that. Hey,
A for effort. Huh, Savannah?
Remember in Dumb and Dumber when she said, not in a million, and he goes, so you're saying I got a chance.
That's what it sounds like. You're right. You're right.
No, but go see the Dolphin Show. If you haven't seen the Dolphin Show, go see the Dolphin Show.
I think we will.
And have you ever been there, by the way?
About 9 years ago.
Okay.
Completely different.
Well, and that's what I was about to say. We went 3 years ago and then went the other day, and it's already been remodeled, man. It's really nice the way it's designed.
They spend
good. I'm glad there'll be something different for me to see then.
Oh yeah. Go see the Dolphin Show. It's a little corny.
Like the wall of it's like a reef wall.
Yeah.
That's really cool because the way the glass goes over your head a little bit too. So and the pictures are amazing.
Bring a tablet or if you have a good phone camera. But I saw a lot of the Japanese folks bringing their iPads.
Of course you did.
And I thought that was a great idea.
Here's what I found funny is how many people were walking around. I looked at Crystal when we were in there looking at the jellyfish. Everybody's taking pictures. And I looked around because you're in a tight. With phones. Like,
Oh, yeah.
What world have we turned into?
Yeah.
Yeah. Super cool, though. Super cool.
Did we just lose the computer?
No.